Abel here. How is everybody doing today? My gosh, this is my first time going live on this page, on this fan page. If you are there, can you please give me a wave or a heart or something like that? Can I get some hellos from people? How's it going? Hey everybody, this is Abel here, and I'm super excited to be hosting my first live session here on MC Able Bangkok on my page. So hello, how's it going? So okay. So if you are watching this, please send me a heart or a little hi, how's it going? Send me a heart, just say hi, things like that. Because this is my first time doing this, and I know that I am not totally ready for this, but I am going to be as ready as possible doing all these live things. This is my only way to connect with you guys. So, hi, how's it going? Who's watching? Say hello. Say hello. Whoever's on Facebook, say hello. So I know that you're watching. Hi, how's it going? Hey, King Bruce, how's it going? Hello. If you're watching this, please share this and do a watch party for me and share it with your friends and let them know that I'm live. So let me start this. I've had so many people ask me in the past, hey Reina, how's it going? Hello, how are you? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. So please do a watch party with your friends and let them know that you're doing this and you're watching this. And any questions that you have, please, I can see them. I'm great. Thank you so much. I'm really good. Just took a nice shower. Feeling great. Hope that you guys already had dinner and everything. But okay, let me get straight to it. And let me remind you again, if you have questions, please send me your questions because a lot of people ask me this. They ask me, hey, Abel, how did you start presenting? How did you start doing this? Because, when I'm presenting, when I'm on stage, it's very difficult for people to come and talk to me because I'm busy. Not that I'm trying to be distant, but I'm busy and I have something to do all the time. So it's very difficult. And so this is how my presenting career started. Actually, when I first moved to Phuket, I was selling houses. I was not in this business at all. And hi, how's it going? Good to see you from Scotland. This is awesome. So when I first moved to Phuket, I was selling houses. And then a local news company, which is Phuket Gazette at the time, they, contacted me and they said, hey, Abel, do you want to, do a secret project with me? So that's how I started to do news anchoring, where I was the news presenter for Phuket Gazette TV, which is called PGTV at the time. And so they were training me. They trained me on how to be a news presenter. And as I started doing more news presenting work, and of course, Phuket Gazette was promoting me as their news anchor as well. So that's how people got to know me and they got to know what I'm doing. Hey, how's it going? So for those who are watching, please say hello so I know who's watching and I can give a shout out and say hello to you guys. Thank you again, Reina. Thank you again to Ertl and King Bruce for watching. Thank you so much. So I was just talking about how I started to become a presenter because that's a frequently asked question. So when I became a news anchor for PGTV, which is Phuket Gazette TV, many people got to know me and they were lacking English MCs. MC means Master of Ceremony, so people who host events online, not online, excuse me, I'm online now, but on the stage. And so I said, yeah, sure, of course, I can do it. But I had no experience whatsoever. I've never hosted at the time any event on stage. But I studied a lot. I did a lot of research. I was actually like watching CNN. I was watching all these different anchors on YouTube to see how. Hey, George, how's it going? I was watching different MCs, professional MCs, do their performance on YouTube, and I just try to copy them. สวัสดีค่ะยินดีที่รู้จักค่ะ Hey Amy, how are you? Emil, how's it going? I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted now. I'm getting excited with all of you guys. It's like a party for me, a party at my own house. But I can't see you and I can't hear you. But anyways, so people got to know me from being a news presenter for Phuket Gazette TV, and they started asking me, "Hey, Abel, can you MC for this job?" And I would always just say, "Yes, I can." Like I just say, "Yes, I can" first, and then I would study, and then of course I would prepare. I'm good, Emil. I'm very, very good. Thank you so much. And I would prepare. I would study, I would write the scripts, and I would, of course, send my script to the organizer so that they know what I plan to say. And I pretty much just started to do hosting work online. And when I was on stage for the first time, like seriously, my heart was pounding so much. I was so, so, so scared. And it was so nerve-wracking. But I told myself, okay, calm down, breathe, like don't just, don't break your nerves. And I just have the script next to me and I made sure that I know what I was talking about and that I try to be as positive and as entertaining as possible because I know that people are there not to see me personally, but they are there to receive a message from the organizer. They're there to learn something, or I am trying to, present the organization that I'm trying to sell something for them. So I have to try my best. So, okay, do you guys have any questions before I go to the next questions that people ask me all the time? Because many people have questions for me that I never have a chance to ask. ถ้าเป็นคนไทยนะคะสวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะเอว่าพูดภาษาไทยได้นะคะถ้ามีคำถามนะคะเขียนคำถามให้เอโบได้เลยนะคะเขียนในนี้เลยนะคะ And 如果你係香港人咧，如果你有問題咧，你可以打你嗰啲問題俾我㗎。OK，你可以打喺 Instagram 嗰度啦，你可以問我啲問題啦，咁我會去試下答你咯。如果我而家答唔到你咧，我會下一次會去你答你啦。OK？ Hey, how's it going? How's it going? So I can't send you guys messages at the moment because I'm going live right now. And another question that people were asking me now is that, okay, we have to do this, right? We have to do these live things. So everybody has to be a better presenter nowadays. We all have to do our best to connect with people, not in person, but to be as interactive as possible on the computer. So, how do you engage people? Well, I can tell you that I am more animated when I am on the stage. Like normally, I don't move my hands so much. Normally, I don't talk this loud. I don't release energy like this all the time. I'm more just relaxed. So when I am presenting, I am actually a more what do you call it? A more exaggerated version of myself. So I talk louder. um, I talk in a more animated way. So I speak with like a tone like this. I don't speak just like, "Hi, how's it going? I'm fine, blah blah blah." Like I don't speak like that. I would speak with more energy, and I would ask people questions. I would ask you guys like, "Hey, how are you guys doing?" So how are you guys doing? Can you like say something to me right now? Can you text me? Like, can somebody text me right now? I'm really good, thank you. I'm really, really good. Tell me where you guys are watching from. I mean, obviously, some of you are from Phuket. Some of you are in Hong Kong. Anybody from Bangkok? I know some of you from Scotland, obviously. Who's watching? Anybody else? So please send me a message and send me questions that you have. ถ้ามีคำถามให้เอโบนะคะถามได้เลยนะคะเพราะว่ามีคนน่ะถามเอโบเยอะมากว่าเอ่อเริ่มอาชีพพิธีกรยังไง How did you start your career in presenting in MC? And I can tell you I never studied mass communications. I never want to be. Hey Oyster. Hey Nicolene. How are you? I'm okay. I'm good. Thank you, Emil. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you saying I'm good. Haha. Hello from South Africa. This is awesome. This is so awesome. How about you guys on Facebook? Where are you guys watching from? Text me and let me know. But I never studied to be a mass communications. I never studied and dreamed to be a presenter. It just happened. And I was in a movie once and they found me in the movie. They found me because I was airing on one of the TVs in the Hilton Hotel in Phuket, and they were looking for somebody to play news anchor. Hey, Nicolene, so good to see you too. So good to see you. It's been so long. I hope you're doing well. Um, and hey, to those people on Facebook, you guys are getting a little bit quiet. I know you're watching, so please send me a text and tell me where you're at and how are you and what's your name, blah, 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 okay? Because I'm trying to get interactive here. This is a way for me to try to get involved with you because I can't feel your energy. I can't see your face. I can't touch you. I can't hug you. And I want to do all of that. Like, I want to hold your hand. I want to hug you. I want to say hi, but I can't do that. So the only way that we can do that is to, hey, Tropidan. I don't actually know your real name. I just know that you're from Samui. So good to see you. Thanks for joining. Um, but anyways, I'm originally from Hong Kong. If you guys didn't know, I'm not Thai. So เอโบไม่ใช่เป็นคน Thai นะคะ and I started to do only English MC. So I only did one language in MC. And as I got better in speaking Thai, I told myself, okay, Abel, you live in Thailand. They always need English and Thai MCs. They like minimum bilingual. Otherwise, I can't survive in this industry. So to be a really good MC, you actually have to try to speak more than one language so that your market is bigger. And if you want to train to be a better presenter and better speaker, you can come and talk to me and send me a message later on. Because nowadays, we really have to build our communication skills, especially online. I'm not talking about just this COVID thing right now that's happening, but in the future, this is always going to be how we communicate and the way you come across and how people perceive you is really, really important in whether they decide to work with you or not. Because first, you need to be warm. People need to perceive you as somebody that they can trust. So, how do they perceive you as somebody that they can trust? Well, you have to be first open. Second, you need to give first. So, you actually need to show some kind of vulnerability. I'm not telling you to tell people your dark secrets or anything like that. That's not what I mean by showing your vulnerability. But you listen to people in what they want, what they ask. Because being an MC and being a presenter is not just about speaking and not listening. You actually have to have really good listening skills. So first, once again, is try to be warm to people. And warm meanings you need to be open to people and what they want. Second is try to be, show your vulnerability. And third, listen to people and make sure that you understand what people need and what people want so that you can help them and that you can solve their problem for them. Because Hello, hello, so I have a friend from Hong Kong joining. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for watching and for joining. 我好開心你可以喺 Instagram 呢度 join 到我。對唔住，我要講英文。I will speak English and I will try to speak some Thai and I will try to speak some Cantonese. But I was saying that the tips to be a better presenter, one, is to be warm. You have to try to be warm and to be open. Second, try to show your vulnerability. Hey Steve, hey Bob, how's it going? Hi, hi, hi. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Try to be warm, show your vulnerability, and like I said, I'm not telling you to tell people your, deepest secrets, okay? But if people ask you something, then you just tell them generously. Most people don't ask me very personal questions because they don't know me. But when you are being open, that's what I mean by being warm. When people ask you a question, you're not hesitating and kind of like closing yourself up. You are open. And third, listen. Like try to listen to what people, hey Alice, how's it going? Try to be a good listener because being a good communicator, a good presenter is about being a very, very good listener. So you are there to solve other people's problems. You are not there to listen to yourself talk. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Um, okay. So any questions from you guys? Steve, Bob, I don't know who else. Alice, 你有啲咩問題你可以問我. Chop it on. If you have any questions, please text it to me. I'm not sure exactly how. Do you speak Mandarin? No, Emil, I don't speak Mandarin. พูดภาษา. I cannot speak Mandarin. 我唔識講廣東話㗎。我唔識講國語嘅，我淨係識. Hey Brandon, how's it going? I don't speak Mandarin. I know, it's terrible because there were a lot of people, there was a lot of Chinese groups in Phuket, and there were organizers who would keep asking me, Abel, do you speak Mandarin? Do you speak Mandarin? And I said, no, I only speak Cantonese. Brandon can speak Mandarin. Brandon is from Singapore. How's it going, Brandon? Brandon, I work with Brandon in Singapore for Resort World Sentosa for a huge job, which was like more than 2,000 people, and we had to speak Cantonese, English, and Thai. So can you imagine how? Hey, thank you, Bob. Thank you. I'm trying. This is like my first time doing this live. This is like the only way that I can connect with you guys. So I'm like having a party at my house. I mean, in a bedroom. And put makeup on and stuff like that. I'm good, Brandon. Thank you so much. My family and I are doing well. Thank you so much for asking. Thanks, Bob. I'm really, really happy to see you. If you have questions on Instagram, please text them to me. And I realize, yeah, thank you. I thank you. I'm good enough to be trilingual, Emil. But it's not easy to speak a language, but use it to host it. Because let me ask you this. You're Thai, or you speak English, or you speak Mandarin, or you speak Cantonese. But yeah, everybody in that country speak that language, right? Can you MC in it? Can you actually like be a presenter in it? It's not that easy. And I had event organizers who call me at the beginning of the year, and then they call me again at the end of the year, and they said, hey, Abel, do you speak Mandarin now? And I said, no, I don't. I cannot learn to speak Mandarin that quickly. I mean, I just can't. And let me tell you, even if I can speak Mandarin, hello, I don't know your first name, but it's Elg Disco. How's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for connecting. Just because I can speak Cantonese doesn't mean I can do MC in it. So when I first did my first trilingual job in Singapore, which was in 2017, that was my first trilingual job. Oh my gosh, I studied my script for, I think it was a whole month. Let me see if I can show you what my script looked like. Okay, this is not the Singapore script, but I can show you this is like how the scripts look like. I have to prepare all the scripts like this in a note card, and I have to at least know what I'm talking about. So I cannot just basic Mandarin啦，basic Mandarin 啦，講咩都唔得啊，唔得啦 Brandon. I can't. My Mandarin sucks. It's like 说不懂。I cannot do Mandarin at all. So I was just saying that some organizers, when we were really, really busy in Phuket with lots of Chinese groups, they would call me at the beginning of the year and they said, "Hey Abel, do you speak Mandarin?" And I said, no, I don't. And then at the end of the year, they would they would call me back again and they said, Abel, do you speak Mandarin yet? And I said, no, I don't. Um, it's not that easy. And just to be honest with you, I did only English MC, only using English for the first, I think, at the first 4 or 5 years. And it was only the first time I used Thai with English was for Mana Thai Khao Lak, where they did the resort opening. And I have to say thank you to my nanny at the time. My nanny is Mayuli. She's actually my friend on Facebook. I asked her, I said, how do you say this in Thai? And then I would listen to her and I would write on my script and I would write, for example, if I have to say, of course I know how to say sawadee ka, but if I have to say, hey, aloha Mike, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I would use marks on top of the words and I would write the Thai because I cannot write Thai. I have to write the Thai in English, like a karaoke, like karaoke style, like karaoke style. I have to write it in English and the pronunciation of how to write the Thai name. Your side lagging a few times. Oh, you mean like the connection is not good? Sorry, sorry. This is already a Wi-Fi connection. I'm trying my best. So I would use karaoke style to write the Thai on my script, and I would listen to what my nanny would say. So she would say,ขอชวนทุกท่านขอชวนทุกท่านsomething, something, something. And I would try to listen to how she pronounce it, how she say the word, and I would write the notes on top of the word of how to say that word in Thai, and I have to memorize. So I write the Thai in English and I do the karaoke style. And then I would try to listen because I would ask her to say the sentences that I have to repeat many times. And I try to say it as pretty as possible. So because the Thai speak in a very soft way, like Sawadee ka. I cannot do like the Cantonese way. Hello, guali de ho. Like I can't speak like in that kind of a tone. And then in English, it's more like, hello everybody, how's it going? So the three different languages, they all sound different. And I become almost like a different person when I speak the different language. So when I'm speaking English, and I always lead everything with English first. Hey Sammy, how's it going? Good to see you. So when I'm speaking, when I'm hosting, I always lead in English. Okay, so I would say, hi everybody, how's it going? And then I would go straight into Thai, Sawadee ka. And when I do the Thai, I always Y because that is obviously the way that you greet people. And I think everybody in the world greets like this now, like no more handshake. And then I would end with Cantonese. So I would say, hello, go lady ho, lady ho ma. And then I would continue to speak in English and then in Thai and then in Cantonese. And I have to make all three languages sound smooth as if I'm speaking only one language when I'm hosting like the big event with Brandon in Singapore at Sentosa, which was very difficult. And let me tell you this, when I'm hosting three languages, you do not really ad lib, especially in Singapore. Like in Singapore, they don't allow you to ad lib because ad lib meaning to just add whatever you want on the spot. So it's ADLIB. And in Singapore, they're very, very strict. So everything is already approved on the script and you don't deviate from the script. So you continue to say everything that you're supposed to say on the script without changing. And you have to keep the energy. You have to keep the energy going and you have to continue to release energy. So speaking actually requires a lot of energy. And if you become really good, you don't think anymore. Like you are not thinking on the stage. You are just flowing. You are just looking. Actually, you're not reading. You're not reading from this. You're just glancing at it and you're just like, hey everybody, this is Abel here. How's it going? สวัสดีค่ะสวัสดีค่ะทุกท่านยินดีต้อนรับมาสู่งาน blah 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 blah. And then you would say hello 各位你哋好，我係 Able，好開心你哋可以同我一齊 join 我呢個 event 嗰啲咁嘅嘢。So I would always continue to speak, and there should be no break really in between. But you have to make what you say sound like a song. So it's more entertaining for people to listen to because nobody likes to listen to somebody who speaks monotone. All right, now before I continue, let me ask, do you have any questions? Because I have 5 more minutes left of this live session. So if you have any questions about like, how did I start becoming a presenter? I think I'm going to do a live session again sometime next week because people, this is another frequently asked question is people ask me, how do I balance my family life with having a career? Which is a very, very deep question. It can become a long answer, but I will try to be as brief as possible. Hello, Zoki, Zoka Malzani. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm really, really sorry if I said your name wrong. How's it going? If you have any questions, please text it to me now because right now I'm answering the question of how I started to become a TV presenter and how I started to become an MC. And let me tell you, once again, I started to become an MC, a professional master of ceremony, from reading news at the Phuket Gazette. And when I finished reading news, which is taped news at Phuket Gazette, I read live news at NBT, which is National Broadcasting Thailand. And reading live news is very different from tape news because live, you cannot make mistakes. And if you make mistake, you just have to go with the flow and you just have to keep going and you have to just keep speaking. But there is a prompter, like a TV screen in front, where you have to read. So I became a very, very good speed reader. I can anticipate what is going to come before the sentence shows up because I would have an idea already what I'm going to say. And that you have to do from practice for speed reading. It's really about practice. It's not like, oh, you're so talented, you just can come on and automatically be a news anchor. No, you have to practice. You have to be given the opportunity to be an anchor. Of course, you need to have skills in speaking. You have to have quick eyes. That's one of the things that you need to have when you are a news anchor is your eyes need to be quick so that you can read. You can read the prompter very quickly. But you have to sound natural. So I would look at the prompter and the prompter has the camera actually behind it. So the camera is right behind it. So I'm actually staring at the camera and there's words that pops up from there. And I would say, Sawadee ka. Good morning, everybody. This is Able here, and you're watching Anima News here on NBT. Today is April 20th, 2020, and you're joining us live. And then I would keep reading and reading and reading. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. And but I have to speak in a way that sounds natural and not like I am reading. So I have to remember to smile, when I'm presenting. When you're presenting, sometimes people forget to smile because they're too serious, they're too focused on what they're trying to present or what they're trying to say. And let me tell you, if you don't smile, if you don't look at the people, like I'm looking at you right now and I'm using my hands a lot and I'm trying to have a conversation with you, even though I cannot see you per se, and I can't talk to you with my mouth. I can only talk to you through text. I have to try to be as engaging as possible and as interactive as possible. So yes, I started my career as a news presenter, tape news, and then I started reading live news. And in the meantime, people started to get to know me, and then they asked, hey, Able, can you do English MC? And then I would say, yes, I can. After I started to English MC, I think it was maybe like 4 or 5 years later, I told myself, okay, you live in Thailand, you have to try to speak Thai as well. So I would try to practice Thai in my script, and I would just try to use the same sentences. and I would just add it into my English. So I would use the English as a way to interact with people, and I would just add the Thais in as the announcement sentences. And that would be, for example, 70% English and maybe 30% Thai. And when I do trilingual now, which is Cantonese, and I only started doing Cantonese MC maybe at about 2016, I do the same thing. I lead with English, I interact with English, and then the Thais and the Cantonese are more like announcements, but I can still interact with people in Thai, like, conversationally. So if somebody is saying, "Sawadee ka, sawadee ka, sawadee mai ka," and then I would just stop what I'm saying. I would say, เอ่อสวัสดีค่ะดีใจจังเลยวันนี้มีความสุขมากเลยค่ะ something like that. And I would just try to link something so that I'm having a conversation with the audience. But I do not have long conversations with the audience. I always go back to my script because you're there to say what the organizer wants you to say, but then the things that hello, L29er, how's it going? I'm already after my 30 minutes. Okay. So I don't want to keep going on and on and on because this can be forever. But I wanted to end today by telling you that nowadays everybody needs to present and talk and communicate in a more professional way, a more engaging way. And as a professional presenter, I'm here and I can help you. So if you're looking for some ways to improve on your presenting skills or how to be more confident in how you engage and communicate with other people, because it really does lead to success in life. I do say that I'm very fortunate because I speak for a living, but I don't just speak. I do a lot of studying behind the scenes before I do any job. So I do a lot of studying. I do a lot of preparation. I do a lot of work before. Like these are all my scripts. These are all my past scripts, and I usually throw them all away. And some of them are like this in like a card. And I study. I study a lot before I go. And then when I meet the organizers or the customers, they tell me another layer of what they expect of me and what they want. And so this must be absorbed and processed in my head already before I go to meet my clients. Otherwise, what they tell me on top of these scripts, I'm not going to have time to absorb them or be able to absorb them because I would be overloading myself. So preparation before you make a speech or before you do a presentation is very important. You have to know what you're going to say. And you have to try to be as friendly, interactive as possible with good eye contact, with hand gestures, be warm, be friendly, have good listening skills, and show your vulnerability as well because you're just human. Yeah. And so I just want you guys to know, thank you so much. I'm already over my 30 minutes and I'm so happy that I have more people than I expected to join and watch me. Thank you so much for all the people who watch. ขอบคุณมากๆนะคะ and my friends from like South Africa, from Bangkok, from Samui, from wherever you are, thank you so much for watching. If you have questions about how I grew my career as a foreigner in a foreign country, because once again, I'm not Thai, and I learned Thai. So I can give you some pointers as well as how I did that. And I will try to do a live video again next week to answer the other question that many people ask me, and that is how do I balance a family life with having a career, because it can be very stressful. So remember, you are able. That's my hashtag. And I hope to see you guys again here. You can watch Party This on your page. So please share. Please come and like my page. I have two pages. One is emcee Able Namakog, and the other one is Find Your Voice Asia. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you so much for my Instagram friends for seeing me. I will tell you here on Instagram when I will do my next live session, and I will tell you guys here on Facebook when I will do my next live session. And any questions that you would like me to answer next time in regards to how I grew my career as a presenter, as a speaker, or a communications coach, Let me know. Okay? Thank you. Stay positive, and remember, you guys are all able. Have a good night. สวัสดีค่ะ